Robert Benton is 56 years old, sitting alone in a dark apartment in Minnesota when his phone buzzes. It's a text from his daughter. "Dad, have you thought about what you're going to do for retirement?" To her, it was a question of love. To Robert, it landed like a death sentence. 2 years ago, he had a marriage, a house, and a future. Today, 28 years of life have been reduced to a warehouse job paying $16 an hour and a bank balance that makes his stomach turn. He opens his banking app and stares at the number. $847. His retirement account is empty. While most men his age are thinking about Florida, Robert is staring at a calculator trying to figure out how to survive the next week. He feels finished. But Robert is about to discover something that will change everything. The math doesn't care about his age. It only cares about the plan. My name is Marcus Jones, the finance detective. I met Robert in 2018 during tax season, and I have seen a lot of financial resurrections in my time. But Robert's case was different. This wasn't about a lucky stock pick or a sudden inheritance. It was about extraordinary, calculated patience, the kind most people don't have the stomach for. This is a story for anyone who has ever looked at their life and decided it was too late to start over. This is case file number 525, and today we are going to look at the math of the finished man. Robert's old life was completely gone. The divorce had stripped the assets, and whatever money came from the house had already been spent just keeping the lights on. He was grinding at a warehouse, making $16 an hour, $33,000 a year before taxes. One night, he sat down and ran what I call the survival clock. After taxes, he was bringing home $27,500 a year. Rent took $8,400. Food, gas, and insurance consumed another $10,000. When the dust settled, Robert had $9,000 left over. Most people look at $9,000 and see scraps. They spend it on a slightly better car or a weekend away that makes them forget their reality for a few days. Robert looked at that same number and saw something entirely different. He saw a seed. He ran the math and realized that if he saved every penny of that surplus, year after year without touching it, he would have $100,000 by the time he turned 66. He wrote it down in a notebook. Age 56 to 66, $100,000. But he also knew the truth that most people don't want to face. $100,000 plus Social Security wasn't freedom. It was just a slower way of running out the clock. He needed a multiplier. By year 2 of the grind, Robert was living on rice, beans, and chicken. He had canceled his phone plan and replaced it with a $30 prepaid card. His coworkers laughed at his boring lunches. Robert didn't hear them. He was too busy researching. And then one evening, he found the mechanism that would change the entire trajectory of his life: SBA loans. You don't have to build a business from the ground up. You can buy one that is already profitable, already running, and already generating income. All across the country, retiring baby boomers are walking away from businesses with no one waiting to take them over: lawn care companies, commercial cleaning services, and vending routes. The math was almost too good to believe. A business generating $30,000 a year might sell for $120,000. With an SBA loan, a buyer only needs 10% down, $12,000 to own a $30,000 a year income stream. Robert looked at his savings, $22,600 sitting in the bank, and something clicked. He wasn't just building a stack of cash. He was building an acquisition fund. By the 5th year, his balance had grown to $53,400. Robert celebrated the only way he allowed himself to, by cooking an $8 steak at home. By the 7th year, the balance had climbed to $74,100. Robert was spending his evenings on the phone with business sellers, studying their financials. He was building what he called his detective file. By the 10th year, the bank balance read $104,700. Robert was 66 years old. He walked into his manager's office and handed in his notice. He wasn't retiring. He was launching. He purchased a lawn care service for $130,000, putting $13,000 down and financing the rest through an SBA loan. 6 months later, he bought a commercial cleaning service. A year after that, a vending route. He never picked up a rake or pushed a mop. He promoted his best employees to managers and paid them well to handle the day-to-day. He paid himself a consulting fee of $10,000 from each business while he focused on strategy and the books. Fast forward 9 years. Robert Benton is 75 years old. The man who once felt finished now owns 3 businesses. His total equity has reached $267,000, climbing steadily toward $400,000 as the loans disappear. His annual income is $50,000 from business profits, plus $21,600 from Social Security, and he earned every penny of it. One morning, he sits down in a diner for a $7 breakfast. At the next table, he notices a 30-year-old kid who looks completely worn out, muttering that he will never get ahead. Robert picks up a napkin and writes 4 lines. Age 56, $847. Saved $10,000 a year for 10 years. Bought 3 businesses. Age 75, nearly paid off. He slides the napkin across the table and looks the kid in the eye. I did it in 19 years starting from 0. You've got 45 years. Make the most of them. Robert Benton refused to accept the story that 56 was the end. He understood that the grind is not the destination, it's the fuel for the system. He did not chase risky stocks trying to catch up to lost time. He bought cash flow and let time do the heavy lifting. The $10,000 a year savings discipline was the foundation for everything. The SBA loan structure turned $12,000 into a $30,000 income stream. 3 acquisitions, no manual labor, and managers running the operations created the income engine. That engine replaced his job income and then exceeded it. Here is your detective work. Find your surplus. If you cut every comfort for 12 months, what is the absolute maximum you could save? Write that number down. That is your seed capital. Audit your standard of certainty. Are you saving for a rainy day, or are you saving to buy an asset that pays you back? Run your own 19-year plan. If you started building a system today, where would the math put you in 2 decades? Most people save without direction. Robert learned while he grounded out. Robert Benton was 56 years old with $847 when he decided it was not over. He saved $10,000 a year for 10 years. He used those savings to buy 3 businesses he did not run himself. 19 years later, he slid a napkin across a diner table and showed a stranger what was possible. If you are sitting somewhere right now feeling finished, I want you to hear something. The math does not care about your age. It does not care about your divorce or your bank balance or how far behind you feel. It only cares about the plan and the patience to execute it. The math never lies. Tell me where you stand. Drop it in the comments. I am Marcus Jones, the Finance Detective. This has been case file number 525. Run the numbers. Follow the money trail. 1 clue at a time. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only.